Hey YouTube, it's Jordan here again with the strumming video of Jason Mraz's I'm Yours, the acoustic version. I know it's been 3 or 4 years, and for that I apologize. I've been very busy and I didn't think a lot of people would watch my first video, so I'm going to try and upload more in the future, so look out for that. And again, just as a reminder, this is the acoustic version of Jason Mraz's I'm Yours. I'm going to put a link in the description below to a video that Jason plays, the version that I'm about to teach you. So again, we're going to get into the strumming video in a bit, and I'll show you a little bit of a better angle on my strumming hand so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing and what he's doing. But for now, I'm going to play the 4 chords again just as kind of a refresher, and then we'll get right into it. Alright, for those of you who have a really good ear, you might have noticed that this A chord sounded a little bit different than what I played in my my other lesson on this song. And that's because Jason actually plays this A chord 2 different ways. You can play it the bar chord, or you can lift up the bar and keep your index finger on this bass note, the 6th string on the 5th fret, for what's an A sus2 chord. It gives it a little bit more of an open sound, and again, that's an A sus2 chord. It's got a great sound to it, and he uses that interchangeably with the A bar chord. So you'll see me use that A sus2 chord a lot. But yeah, let's go right into the strumming video. Alright, so here's the strumming part of the video. Again, I hope this provides a little bit of a better angle of my strumming hand so you can see what's going on. And I'll teach this as slowly as possible. I know some of you are a little bit more advanced, so you can kind of fast forward through this. But I'm going to slow it down for those of you who are just beginners. So again, we have our 4 chords: A major, or A sus2, if you lift your finger off the bar of the A chord, E major, F sharp minor, and then D major. And then again, if you lift your ring finger or middle finger off the D major chord, you have D sus2, or if you keep your pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string, D sus4. And again, if you're confused about those, go back to my previous video. I'll be referencing those chords as I teach you the strumming right now. So again, we're going to start with A sus2 or A major, whichever one you want. The strumming pattern's the same. I'm going to play A sus2 just because I like that chord a lot. So, in order to start this strumming pattern, what I would recommend, the first thing you learn is that there are 4 beats in the measure. Let's learn the downbeats first. So, on 1 and 3, on the 1st beat and the 3rd beat of the measure, you're playing the bass note with your thumb. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And on 2 and 4 downbeats of the measure, you're strumming the chord with your fingernails. And again, that's pretty self-explanatory. It comes with a little bit of practice so that you're not like hitting the ends of your fingers, you're kind of just hitting it with your fingernail. So the first thing to practice for the very beginners is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Almost always in this strumming pattern, you are either plucking the bass note or strumming on the downbeats of the measure. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, we're going to start with now we're going to go on to the upbeats of the measure. So each downbeat obviously has an upbeat. and we're going to call them and beats because it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So on the 1 and beat, the upbeat of the first beat, you're going to be playing the G string with your middle finger. I like my middle finger. You can play it with whatever finger you'd like. So it's 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Alright? And once you get that down, then we're going to move on to the and beat of the second beat. So 2 and. So again, we have 1 and 2. And then on the and beat, right after that strum, you're going to play the B string with your ring finger. Again, you play whatever finger you'd like. I like the ring finger. So putting that all together, we have 1 and 2 and. Okay? 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. Moving on to the third beat. The upbeat of the third beat. So 1 and 2 and 3, right? We said 1 and 3 are played with the thumb, the bass note. 1 and 2 and 3. And the and beat of the third beat, you're going to play the G string again with your middle finger. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? So I added that 4 then. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. The upbeat of the fourth beat, you're going to play the high E string with your, again, ring finger. I like the ring finger. You can play whatever you want. And again, remember, this is all in the A sus2 chord. We're not moving, we're not changing any chords. We're just keeping it here. So putting that all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right? So just keep practicing that over and over again, because if you can get down that, you have the whole song, pretty much. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So again, on the and beats, you're playing one of these treble strings. Which one it is depends on the beat, obviously. And on the down beats, you're either playing the bass note if it's the first or third beat, and you're strumming if it's the second and fourth beat. I know that's a little complex, but again, just watch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right? And that's pretty much all you need to know until we get to the D chord. So you're going to play that whole pattern once. So that was twice, sorry. Let's do it once. And then you're going to play it through a second time, but instead of playing this high E string on the and beat of the fourth beat, you're going to switch to the E major chord. So you're going to go. And see, now my thumb is playing the root of the E major chord. So again, you're going to play through it once. And then the second time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Switch to the E chord. And believe it or not, you're going to play the same strumming pattern. Again, we're at the E chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay? So that's all you're playing for the E chord. Just 6 beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then we're going to walk up to the F sharp minor chord. And if you don't know what that is, again, look back to my previous video. But what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then play the E bass note, then put your index finger on the F note, then slide it up to the F sharp note. And we're at our F sharp minor chord. So again, the same strumming pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay? So again, starting from the A major chord, we're going to try and play up to the F sharp minor chord. Okay, you're just keeping that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and keep going over and over and over again. So again, that F sharp minor, you're going to play it just like the A sus 2 chord. You're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to go right to the D major chord. Actually, we're going to go to the D sus 2 chord the first time through the verse. So again, A major, and then walk up to the F sharp minor, and then you play the D. The D is now the bass note, the root note of the chord, so you're going to play that with your thumb. Okay? And now we're going to get to our D chord. But after we play the F sharp minor, we're going to switch to the D sus 2, which has your middle finger off of the D major chord. So again, for that strumming pattern, I taught it a little bit in my previous video, but what you're going to do is pick the bass note, in this case it's the D note, and you're going to strum up, or pick up, then you're going to strum down, then you're going to pick up, only right after you pick up on the second time, you're going to hammer your middle finger on to make the D major chord. So it's... So you're going to start on D sus 2, hammer on to D major, strum up, strum down, then once you strum up again, hammer your pinky to make the D sus 4 chord, strum up and down again, then when you strum up again, pull your pinky off. So notice how there's a up strum and a down strum in between each hammer on or pull off. So again, you're starting with the D sus 2, play it with your thumb, play the bass note with your thumb, so up strum and then down strum, and then when you up strum again, hammer on your finger, up strum, down strum again, up strum, hammer on, up strum, down strum again, up strum, and you pull your pinky off. So again, it's bass note, okay? And the strings that you're picking, I like to pick 2 at a time. Last time for the other chords we were picking 1 note at a time, but I like picking the G and the B string or the B and the E string. When I'm dealing with a hammer-on or a pull-off, I'd pick the B and the E strings. But in the very beginning, I just pick the G and B string. So it's G and B string, and then I pick the B and E string for the hammer-on, right? Because you gotta hear that hammer-on. Again, one last time. Okay? And that's the first time we go through the verse. I know that was long. I'm sorry I'm being repetitive, but I just want to help out those who are really beginners. So then we go back to the A major chord. So yeah, that's another variation. Sometimes I just strum through the chord with my pointer finger. But don't let that mess up your strumming pattern. You have to keep that pattern going. Okay? So now we're going to go back to the A major chord. And then we get back to our D major chord. So again, we're at our D sus2. Only this time it's going to be a little different. It's going to be strum, up, down, hammer that middle finger on. So up strum, down strum, but we're not going to pull off our middle finger like that. We're just going to take it right off before we pick the string. So it's, but your middle finger should be off. So you play that D sus2 chord again. And then we're going to play up strum, down strum, and then the G and B strings. So it's going to go like this. Notice the difference here. We're not doing... That's not what we're doing. We're doing... So the middle finger should already be off. It's not a pull-off. And there you go. That's pretty much the whole song. If you can get that down, you're golden. So again, we'll play through it one more time. Alright, and that's pretty much it. I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm sorry if I overemphasize things or I'm repetitive, but I just want to help out the beginners. And once you get that groove down, you can just keep strumming away, and it'll sound nice. And again, please leave whatever feedback you feel is necessary, positive or negative. I'm open to criticism. If you need help, post a comment down below or post a video response. If something didn't look clear, please let me know. If something didn't sound right, please let me know. But I've studied this simple song for a while, so I think I've got it down. Again, the link will be in the description, and I'll be posting videos in the future. Alright, thanks.